Greetings and salutations, mother truckers. It is 10 o'clock, more or less. Thank you, phone. More or less 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, which means it's time for us to get freaky. Wearing my bathrobe tonight. Flashy all fine, folks, with my bathrobe. I have to watch an ad on my own stream. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you. Or instead, you could just have the chat work. Whatever. Alright. Okay. So, greetings and salutations, everyone. As always, I am El Samus, and we are playing Dungeons & Dragons online this evening. I think Tone Station's still streaming. He was a minute ago when I was starting. Which is totally cool. I'm not sure what I want to do. This is our last rank to 20. So I could go do like something sweet. You know what? Let's do this real quick. To the wiki. To the wiki. Alright. Is this ad locked? Can I please watch my playback, please? Thank you. Thank you, Twitch. Alright, to the wiki, to running with the devils. Devils! Glow balls are like evil and I think like a metal. There we go, Galeys. Galeys are cold iron and evil. I could probably find some cold iron, but finding an evil bow seems pretty unlikely. Let me see if one of the ones I just happen to have somewhere is aligned. Don't think so. I bet if anyone were to have one, though, it would be my ranged druid. I bet he would have one. Just think I could run off and go do a quick. What does this look like? Do I know? Do I already know this? Put this on. Oh, it doesn't look bad. Yeah, that'd be cool to wear for a level or two. I meant to move that, I forgot. I grabbed the XP stones off just a minute ago. What's this one look like? Oh, kind of boring. Yeah, anyway. Odds are if anyone were to have one, it would be the character I use for range stuff. Let's look real fast. Yeah, never mind. I don't know. Let's just start with a little... Ooh, that was hot. Let's just start with a little farming of materials out in the orchard here. Or not the orchard, out in the House Jarasco, in the graveyard. That's what it's called. So right now we are alone. I don't imagine that's going to be the case too long. I imagine we'll probably get some company here pretty soon. In fact, I should probably message Love. Let him know that I started already. He was supposed to be on all day today. then he realized that life was going to kick him in the jimmies. So hopefully he can join us for some this evening. It is 8 o'clock his time, so he works kind of a real grown-up schedule. Ow. Dinner tonight was some leftover fried chicken and some Greek yogurt. Oh, and a peach. I had a peach. Oh. Didn't even have honey. I thought about it. That was what I was originally envisioning, was a little bit of honey and Greek yogurt, but I didn't even have any honey. Ba-doom. Sounds like Glove is on his way. Boop. Did we get 2 for 1? We didn't even get 1 for 1. What dirty deeds. What dirty, dirty deeds. We got 3 more groups of mobs to slay at the start here. I wonder if that was my grease. Doesn't matter. Time to go. Oh, we don't have our bird. There's a lot of DPS that we probably want. I stepped it up a notch above what I've been doing it at. Clearly a little bit more effort than I originally anticipated on this step up here, folks. I think I was doing 21 and now I'm doing 22s. I am level 18, so we're getting closer to the 5 above. Looks like the quell is gone again. What is it? Key? Sweet key. Key me, daddy-o. Go back over here to the playthrough so I can keep an eye on. Though I can't actively watch it and me. That's even I'm not that good of a player to watch myself with like a 15-second delay and not get distracted. But I want to be able to keep an eye on the chat. Boop. Bird too sexy, man. Didn't notice there's a little pumpkin head on top of the statue. I'm pretty sure we can still bird this guy. Doesn't look like he's going to move back in the blade barrier. Kind of open with love logging in will get a little bit more XP. So I'd like to cap out tonight, and then Quell. There it is. Poof, be gone. Foul beast. 19 seconds of pain. 19 seconds. We can do some stuff though. Here we go. This is where I want to be. Woo. Hello, pumpkin face. How you doing? Hmm. Five terrible mobs left. I'm pretty sure there's just like one thing they deem as the leader. And if you just take out the leader, the group falls. So I've had this countdown with like killing one guy, and I've had this not fall until I kill the very last guy in the group. So something I learned, or I heard, and I kind of agree with on Voodoo's stream, is that the drop rate has improved with this version of the Maybar event. Like, keys seem to be a lot more fruitful. Other stuff seems to drop a little easier. I think statistically that's probably not true. Statistically, the same amount of stuff is probably being given out. But it feels a lot better. Because instead of it going to... excuse me, some random hiking character. Instead it's going to us who's doing the playing. Where did I go? I went way around out of the way, didn't I? I'm a real good DDO person. So, on one hand, I bet the drop rate over the entire servers are probably the exact same numbers. But I bet you it feels better because it's not being distributed to people who aren't there. So we get to see the keys be given out in the log, and obviously we get to see our own keys filling in. So on both sides, it just feels better. Which at the end of the day is all I really want when it comes to an event, is I want it to feel good, be fun. So I'm trying really hard to just kind of focus my attention on the Champ here, knowing that the Blade Barrier will eventually clean up the trash. We're not the best light caster DPS or anything like that. Doesn't take that much for the light dot to be good against undead. Do one of these, we'll do one of these, and we'll recall out of here. So that wasn't too bad. Level 22 by myself. Could be better, could be worse. Good. I decide what I want to do. This will burn some keys. I don't know what else to do, to be honest. I mean, it's just kind of the thing right now. Almonds. So really it's just whichever these two almond ones I like. Let's look at our numbers. I bet we have like the most. We have 111 almonds. We have 250 black apples. 108 Shadow Caramel, so that's technically the lowest, and the almond's the second lowest. Alright, I'm impressed.
Yeah, crappy ass migraine. Been laying in the dark on my couch for an hour. Gotta get rid of this sucker.
I feel ya. You watched me have migraines on the stream. I feel ya. But makes you feel any better, I'm in a bathrobe. We all know what you're into, Big Papa. Don't act like fat halflings in a bathrobe, isn't it?
Like black circus midgets.
Well, I could identify however you want me to identify for the right money, Big Papa. I'm just gonna call you Big Papa all day. Probably not true. Probably won't last very long. I'll forget, and my goldfish brain thinks it's my migraine medication. But it would be funny. So I'm on my last rank to 20 here.
Yeah, I figured you got me right now.
Well, we did that last quest that you didn't make it to. We were already like halfway into when you took off.
I gotta pick up my niece. So,
you didn't miss that much XP with us today, just like probably 50,000 for you. Which is a couple of dollars for sure.
Yeah, because I got a couple of big pots in my bank and a bunch of greater Slayer thingies.
So, I figure we can work some numbers and make something happen. At some point.
You're going to TR Monday? Your plan is?
I have no idea. I figure some point in the near future. I haven't locked down a schedule yet. To be perfectly honest.
Where's Thought going at? What level is he at?
I have no idea. I think he's probably 19-ish. A little behind you, I think. Or a little behind me, I think. Yeah, I don't know. He took off early last night to hang out with his friend that only gets to play every couple of days, and I have not heard from him since.
Gotcha.
So I suspect he played really late, had some drinks, and really party and hardy. And is probably recovering from a different kind of migraine. Man, I could use a drink. Oh, I could use a drink.
I got a couple bows. Improved Vorpal double shot I picked up. There's a couple of them that were pretty good I picked up. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the heck? How'd this get on the auction house for like nothing? Seeker 10 puncturing. Poison 3, Deadly 4, red slot. Holy 2, Deception with a red slot. And then I got the Bow of the Elements Ice. Icy Burst, precise shot feed in the red slot.
Well, as long as you're happy.
Oh, and I got an Improved Vorpal, Spellcasting, Implement 18, Insightful Resonance 50, Insightful Assassinate 1, red slot. Not bad, huh?
I mean...
I just picked up mini shot. I didn't have any bows in my character at all.
I mean, if you didn't have anything, it's worth having. Some of them are kind of weird. Like, some of them I feel like you probably got in the auction house because they have a red slot. It's probably the reason why they put them on there. Like, I'm not going to lie, this Seeker 10 1. To me, Seeker 10 on a weapon is a waste.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because you can get other pieces of gear with Seeker on them. Like, I could craft Seeker on something. You can get a ring with Seeker on it pretty easy. So using a weapon slot for Seeker always seems bad to me. It's good to have Seeker.
With puncturing on it? 1 to 6 con damage?
See, and that used to be really good, but especially now, like in Reapers, monsters regenerate the points so fast. Like, the time of wounding and puncturing is over, my friend. There was a short window, probably long before you started playing, to be really honest, that wounding and puncturing was like the weapon to have, particularly like daggers or rapiers.
It's funny you say that because the Lannis, where I first actually played with a real guild for a while, a guy was crazy, like top crafting skill, and he made me I got like a rapier. It's like Bishik, or it's like cold iron, puncturing, wounding. He made me, and I still have like all the ones he made me to this day. It's all old loot gen crafting stuff.
Yeah. So it at one time was the way to be. But it's less important now than it was before. Because you used to be able to just kill something by reducing its con to 0. And if every attack did a con damage, and then every time you crit, you hit 6, like, it's pretty easy to drop something to 0 in 5 or 6 attacks if every attack is taking off con, and you're critting at a reasonable rate, and you're taking off 6 to 8 points of con. Like, it's pretty hard for something to stay alive much longer after that.
Exactly, like that Holy Deception, the red slot. That's a level 2 weapon bow I got. 4,500 platinum. So that's not a bad one for like a low level if I ever decide to do Arcane Archer in the future or something.
So the big advantage of loot gen bows are that we're getting, like, right now you could put a solar ritual on it if you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
And get an extra D4 light damage.
Or a Festival Icy Burst.
Or a Festival Icy Burst. Or just Icy because it's a bow and it's not going to do a ton. It's not going to crit a lot. So I mean, it's. I never want to poo-poo anybody's thing that they like. But I got to keep a close eye. I look all year long for stuff that I deem worthy enough to keep. That's loot genable.
Yeah.
Like right now, I don't even think I have anything that I would put in the loot genable camp.
Just remind me before we log off tonight. I want to log on to that character. I'm gonna show you some of the stuff I got. I think you'll like some of it.
Okay.
I'm thinking about bringing that character actually over to the server. Just because I like playing her, but she's on Thelanis, and there's no one on Thelanis. That guild's still around, but it's one of those guilds where it's like it's just it's a guild buff guild kind of thing. Like no one plays with each other really. It's this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I kind of like those guilds.
Provides.
But the one I'm in now is kind of okay. I play with some people once in a while, like Thought in the guild I'm in.
So this candy will expire at the end of 2017.
That's funny.
Okay. Okay. But it's a dodge bonus, a dodge bonus equal to my listen score for an hour. So what's my listen score?
Haha, I got a high one. How funny is that? That's pretty cool. Remember I was doing all
I mean,
that
mine
night
is
sneak?
32.
That's good. I need dodge. I need to get one of those. Oh, I can get one of those. I think right now.
Yeah, it's not very expensive because it blows up somewhere. I'm assuming the end of the year, and you get the bonus for 1 hour, and the cooldown is every two. So you use it for an hour, then it's 2 hours off to recharge. So can you get 3 of these and just like click one and then another one, then another one?
I know they don't stack.
Well, I know, but I mean, can you click one every hour? So if you
No,
put...
they don't. They whatever. I think someone in my guild the other day was talking about that because his candies lasted till about a month ago. He was still using them. And they finally expired.
What's this one? This one gives +5 to melee and range power and 10 to... Alright, well I'm gonna grab one of these. Because they cost like nothing.
95 caramels to get it.
To get the one you want?
Yeah, the dodge one. If I can get the Shadow Apple, I can get the melee power, range power for an hour, I can get one of those. A bunch of them, that's fine.
Well, they, again, remember that they're... You get it once and it lasts forever.
Yeah, that's an hour. Yeah, for an hour cooldown.
Alright, so I'm gonna get this one and this one. And I'm just gonna click... I'm gonna fire off this almond-coated Shadow Apple. And that's 5 bonus to melee power, range power, and universal spell power for an hour. So, alright, so you need things.
Yeah.
So let's go into the quest. Or no, the crypt. Now, you need apples, you said?
I need the caramels and I need, yeah. I got this is what I have. I have 222 chocolates, 44
That's not
apples.
gonna, that doesn't, my brain.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you tell me which of these ones you need to do for us to get the parts that you need, and I will come do it.
You got it.
Caramels are getting ahead.
I need the caramels. Yeah, I have none
Okay,
at
so
all.
that's the Medusa quest. I like that one.
And I need the other ones, the new one, the new type of stuff. I think that's
Just
the middle one.
come over here. The new.
It's this one. Yeah, so the new one, I'll need some of those, the spectral dragon scales.
Why do you need the
Fire
scales? Except for they're only for cosmetics, right?
I'm not sure. There was stuff I was looking at earlier. I can't remember what it was, and I know it needed it. So,
Okay.
yeah, I want to get. I think it's the rune arm. I think, isn't it?
I don't know. If it's the rune arm, then we'll need to do that. But for now, I'm standing over here by the getting ahead in Lord Mart's palace, and this is for the thing. So you have some keys.
I have 2 keys. Yes.
Okay, let's give you here. Why don't you get?
I can buy some from the store too. They have enough coins to buy some.
Here you go. Here's 7 keys.
Oh shit! Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Alright, now. You're level baby, yes? You're 16.
Level 16. Just turned 16, yes.
Okay, so let's...
No, I'm sorry. I am halfway to 17.
That's fine. So let's just do 20. And we'll get this part started.
I have the drop going, I think. So, no, I don't. I did ignore.
Alright, and this is how I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna say, wait right here a second. A couple of seconds. I'm gonna run through here. Then I'm gonna come back. Hitting 20 today, probably. It seems really unlikely that we won't hit 20. I just don't think I'll be able to take 20 yet. That being said, I might take 20 anyway. I don't know. What's up, babe?
Going to bed.
I love you.
Love you too.
Love you too. Sunshine.
He loves you too.
Aw.
And mine loves unconditional. It takes a lot for me to say that word, so yeah.
That's right. It's like saying yes to butt stuff. It takes him forever.
Pretty much, yeah.
But then, once he's on board with both anuses.
He did. Yep. Can I kill something yet?
You kill whatever you like.
Oh, okay.
The reason I asked you to wait was because I ran to the... I knew I was going to red alert the dungeon. I didn't want you to get caught in my red alerting of the dungeon. Alright, babe. I love you.
Love you too. Good night.
Have a good night. I figured the least I could do was warn you in advance that I was going to red alert the dungeon.
No problem. Oh, mummies.
So, yeah, he's immune to that. But the bird will kill him. If I can get the bird to land, the bird will eat his little face.
Not a bad money shot.
You were going to say money shot. Not the worst money shot.
I would never say that. Yeah, I would say that. Actually, I would definitely say that. Caught me.
I know. It's okay.
Holy moly!
I told you I was going to red alert the dungeon.
No, everyone's slow. Someone just slowed me. That's all.
And it's probably because they tapped you because I red alerted the dungeon. Alright, let's try again. Bird, get him! I didn't even see the bird fly down there and do anything.
Why can't I not jump on top of the...
We're out of hit points now.
Trying to jump over these bookcases like it wouldn't let me jump and I'm halfway above it. It wouldn't let me grab a hold of it and climb over.
Yeah, I don't think you can climb up those. They have little staircases.
Oh, probably not. I'm thinking of the other quests like this, you can just jump up and... Dang it.
It's alright. I'll be okay. I'll get you in a second. I've almost got the bad thing. Alright, now come over here.
I
This.
could use my cake, but I don't want to.
No, it's fine. I'll come get you.
Should have brought a higher, this migraine just making me...
Alright, where are you in relation to stuff? Alright, good. You're there. That's perfect.
Pretty close to where you're at. I think. Kinda,
That's alright. It's not a problem.
Yeah, you're
I'm on my way to where you're at.
thing I hate about these characters sometimes is it takes so long to buff stuff. You know what I mean?
I think it's because you cast a lot of buffs.
That's what I'm saying, because I don't have the, you know what I'm saying, I have to protect myself best I can.
Right. Okay. Run out.
Out. Away?
Yeah, run away. I want to get out of the bookshelves.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
So this way. The best of your ability. If not, I'm going to clear some dungeon lore a little bit out here.
I'm just going, because it's this stupid TV thing.
That's fine. Just come back to life.
Oh, there you are.
Come back to life wherever you can.
I'm right next to you. There we are.
It's fine. Oh, did you raise timeout?
I never even got a raise. I was just running.
Oh. Okay.
There we go. There's one. Thank you.
That was weird.
I'm the most horrible person was rolling for UMD. 2s, 1s, I swear.
UMD, I think, is negatively weighted. They'll never admit it, but I'm pretty sure it is.
No, chill, like right here's a 4. So I either roll a critical one, like a 20, I roll a 20. See what I mean? Unbelievable.
It's how statistics works. Like, your mean should be, if you recorded it as a bell curve, it should work out to pretty evenly in a bell curve, but
I agree, 1000%.
but I'm pretty sure it's slightly weighted. Not a ton. Just a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna catch this ghost before it gets away. This ghost Pokemon.
Give you some stuff on your bow. Fire looks good. There's that. There we go.
Oh, this ghost Pokemon is pissing me off now.
Playing Pokemon?
Yeah, Pokemons go!
I'm sorry. I'll pray for you.
I do it because my wife enjoys it, and I don't hate it. I don't.
It's not like I hate it. It's like I think it's better with games and stuff. I'd rather play with my time than like
Sure.
Pokemon, like some weird Japanese 4-year-old kind of. I don't know. It's just me. I guess.
So here's the question: have you ever played the card game?
No.
Have you ever played any of the games?
No, I'm not an anime guy. That's why I would never really.
Have you watched
Nope.
any of the movies? Okay.
Nope.
So it's kind of like pooping on something you've never experienced, right? So every time I say something bad about California,
Well, it's not that
and
good.
you're
It's
like,
just-
wait a minute.
It's zero interesting. Like even like when I was like here's my thing. When I like probably about 9 years old, I just stopped watching cartoons. I was like I'm old school for cartoons in my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've never got that. To me,
Stuff like Shrek and like the D&D one. That's like stuff I like to play D&D. So like would be more like that. You know what I mean?
I do. I
Once Final
understand.
Fantasy went to like not like the original one where you can make your own character, you had to like play certain ones only, certain guidelines. I was like, kind of over it.
So in my mind, right, any form of entertainment that one can enjoy is good. And I think there's a stigma about, particularly phone games, that they're not real games or they're not real gamers or whatever. But in my mind, it just opens up people to video games who never thought video games was something that they would do. Like it gives them access to an escape that we as gamers have had for a long time.
Okay.
So, like my wife, she would play DDO with me sometimes, right? She still plays occasionally now, usually by herself. And she used to play like Nintendo when she was a little kid. But like you, she put it away when she decided she was done with childish things. Right? Which I can respect. But playing on her phone, like she's always trying to do something on her phone now because it gives her something to do. My grandparents, they bought a Wii. They played the heck out of that thing. And then when they put it away because they were like, "Oh, we're old, we should stop playing the Wii." My grandfather retired from work and now he's basically a vegetable. Like literally, his brain just went.
That fast, huh? So,
Well, he's had 7 brain surgeries. 7
Oh,
brain
so
surgeries,
nice.
6 of them for cancer.
I was gonna say maybe cancer, stroke, or something, maybe.
Yeah, a tumor that he wasn't ever supposed to be able to get a second time. Then they took it out and he got it 6 times altogether.
Oh wow.
And then they went back in to get rid of the scar tissue that was causing a bunch of pain in his brain.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's pretty good. I'm in my 20s watching Pokemon on the Twitch marathon because Pokemon is awesome. If trainer battling comes to Pokemon Go, I will play it. So, I think it's close. The main reason I got back into Pokemon Go was, one, it was something the wife and I could do together that's out of the house, that she needed some extra support when Remington went off to college. Right?
Gotcha.
Like something to Remington. She and Remington would go play mini golf, like basically once a month.
Okay.
You know, so she always felt like, oh, it gets me out of the house, it gets me doing something. Now we go do Pokemon Go about twice a week for an hour. You know, who cares? And then she'll often go out. She'll take my phone with her for an hour by herself and go do stuff. And she'll come back. She'll be like, "We got 4 gyms or whatever." I'm like, "Sweet, thanks, babe." But the new Pokemon game is going to tie back and forth between Pokemon Go and your Switch. So I'm kicking around the idea of getting the Switch game.
Okay.
For a couple of reasons, but I think it'd be awesome. Does everything still look okay? Viewer numbers are going down, not up, and I'm really confused.
By no means necessary. Like, just because people play things I don't like, it means like they're like no less than me or nothing. So I want to make sure every viewers know that. Because some people act like that, you know, like, oh, because you don't like what I like, you're like less of a, you know, or
Sure.
you know what I mean? You know, like that's.
Well, that's just it. That's the whole. I'm very not for that. So I think most people. I don't know most people, but some people are definitely, like you say, they're kind of meh. But I think most of the community we cultivate here is not like that.
Yeah. Like I would know if they like, oh, you're not as cool as me because you don't like what I like. No, it's.
I mean, you're definitely not as cool as me.
That's true. We'll point that out. We'll have to tweet that out later.
I mean, all the famous people I know would fit into the head of this thimble.
They're just normal people like us, man.
Well, I was just saying, like, I know a couple of people, like game developers and stuff like that, that some people will be like, wow! And I'm just like, yeah, they're just whatever.
No, I agree. And it's funny because, like, I watched an interview with Queen Elizabeth many years ago, right? And they asked her one question, like, what's one thing you would want to do, you know, that you never really get to do? And automatically in my head, I was thinking, I already know what the answer would be, what I would say. And it was actually the answer she gave. She said she wanted to be able to just walk through the streets of a town, go to shops, a normal person. Because she never is able to do that. She can't just go walk down the middle of Piccadilly Square in, you know, in London and go to the shops. She's had people hogging her and tagging her and rubbing her and hugging her, you know what I mean? Can't. So she can never live like a normal person's life. Which I think would suck.
Well, I think everyone romanticizes the stuff that they can't have. Right? That's it's that old, the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
It's 100% just that. I can't go out by myself because, you know, I get mobbed by people who love me. Where you've got people who are completely ignored because they're just regular people and they haven't figured out what they're supposed to be doing to be awesome yet. And like they're like, man, I would give anything for people to love me. Which one of those?
This isn't Reaper, right? We can't do Reaper on this, can we?
Nope,
Can you?
we're not Reaper.
Okay.
Just level 20. I'm going to jump in here and start blade burying this guy. Or the mobs here. And then when we're ready, I will put the extra 10% damage on the big guy.
Okay, you start bluffing.
But not until you warn me, and then I'll hit it and you'll see the arrow and then you can go.
Okay, give me 20 seconds.
It's fine. You got lots of time. There's still plenty of mobs, trash mobs.
Yeah. Okay. Come back in the room now. You can see. All right, ready? Fuselage starting now.
All right. Here's your arrow.
Oh, he's taking a lot of purple damage.
That's what I'm saying. That's what that does. You can just stand there and get your ranger stance built up and all your extra ranger DPS, and I'll just guide them around. And just, you almost have this guy down, and the rest will die super fast after. There you go. There you go. Pretty good.
26 caramels, nice.
And I think like 28 is the most you can get per run, so we're not...
And I got 33,000 experience.
Yeah, you'll get a bunch of XP the first time you go through these. That's probably how I pulled so far ahead. So as you pick up stuff.
Dimension door, right?
It doesn't matter. We just got a recall anyway.
Oh, that's right. So I figure the next 3, all the ones we do, first time, I'll probably level 17.
Okay. Alright, you figure out the next one. I'm gonna pee real fast.
Okay,
It just hit me out of nowhere. I peed before I started the stream, but... Round 2, baby. Bad. It says they're offline.
I gotta get more K-House K-Fade. I only got 1 bank slot, like personal bank.
Alright, well that explains the numbers. I don't understand what's going on. We back off again?
What's back on?
The stream? I've just got this huge amount of frame drop again for no reason.
Huh.
Alright, I'm gonna start closing tabs here. You went off just a second? Okay. Close my Facebook. I guess close my Twitter. Is there anything else that could be open and running that I could close? I mean, I assume people would like me to continue playing the music.
So when you're using collar for your dog, it's already level, right? Not total level?
Say what?
When you want to get a collar for my dog, it's already level, right? Not
Yes,
total
already artificer level.
It's stupid.
Well, if you think about it, the dog's level is equal to however many artificer levels you have.
That's true.
So its level is equal to whatever that is. Oh, what's going on here? That's kind of cool looking. This, I assume that's a Shatterkai chick there. Yeah, pretty gnarly. Alright.
I'm just trying to sell this junk. My bag's like totally full. All our bags full of just tons of useless stuff.
Okay, well, take care of your business and I'll be here. Nice, these are bound to account. That's good. Check some of this stuff. So I've been playing a lot of Factorio and Magic. I probably should have played Magic today. I didn't clear my Magic quest at all today.
Would a docent also count as artificial level for my dog? Or no?
Yeah. Anything that your dog equips.
Okay, that's what you're saying then.
Which currently are just those two things. But like, you could get some level like 3 hand wraps that are like, say, Vorpal and something, right? And then you could put the light ritual on it, or you know, something like that, and then you can turn them into hand wraps and all that stuff, or into a collar, and all that stuff should stay. So you could get like Vorpal, put on the light, put a ritual of do 1 extra point of damage every hit, if it had a slot, you could put a slot in it, I think, after the fact. I don't know. And then you could, like, you can do some cool stuff with your dog's hand wraps, even though they're still, like, level, let's say 4 or 5 or whatever.
Gotcha.
Let's look at 4, because 4 seems to be, like, the ideal place to cut off here. So, like, here's Vorpal hand wraps of Smashing 2 on the auction house, or level 3. Not great, because they only Vorpal on a 20. But still on your dog, something always sitting there going Vorpal, 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 Vorpal. You know? It's not the worst. And we said you set up to add an extra 4 points of damage on every hit. It can do something, not ideal, but if it Vorpals 1 or 2 things, then you're good. That's pretty much the only thing I would bother for my dog until high levels. So, like, here's some Vorpal of feeding, which are not the worst. Level 4 hand wraps, not the best by far.
So this is what he's wearing right now. He's wearing Electric 2, Stabbing 5, and a red slot. I haven't put anything on his slot. And his Odosin is a disc of acid warding.
I mean, you're just not... You're not going to find gear for your dog that's level 4. Like, here's the best thing you'd probably get are, like, these Scorching Wraps. If you're just looking for damage.
He's got the, like, level 4 trip and all the intimidate. He's got good. So I'll do a pure artificer pretty soon, or at least 12 level. I got great collars, Hound of the Night, paralyzing collars, and all kinds of cool stuff you can use somewhat, you know what I mean?
Again, the thing to keep in mind is that the dog is... It takes a lot of work to make your dog good, and he's never going to be like a player character.
Oh no, but like, I'm just saying, like, it's just extra. If you can paralyze one thing for 2 seconds, that's a bonus. Crow is doing nothing.
Right. Right now, I mostly use my dogs for things like if I think I'm going to die, then I... Oh, I'm going to check this before I forget.
Yeah, wait, I'm going to check see what else I need, man. I'm on my way back.
Yeah, I've spent an hour and I've basically done that one quest.
Dude, this guy's sword is dope. What is that? It's a big falchion with like green on it. See this guy in front of me here?
Yes. That's poison.
What's that? Yeah, poison, yeah. That is pretty dope looking, huh?
Yeah, I have no idea what sword that is.
Wish I could have a cosmetic like that for like a bow or your crossbow. Or your rune arm, make it look like something cool.
Well, you can make it do that.
This is Reaper Eyes right here.
Yeah, I've seen the eyes before. Alright, so negative. The astral projector does not take any dragon shards. I didn't think so. Okay. I think the dragon scales were literally only for the cosmetics.
You can remember how I wanted the green armor? And that's probably what it was. It's like the Reaper's cloak. How do I know what the Reaper's cloak looks like? If I want to buy it. Yeah.
One right here.
This guy's wearing one?
This green one right over here.
I'll see her green armor is dope. She has the green armor already. Dang, you get that
Yeah,
fast?
she's got the armor and I mean that's not. But things look stable again now. So maybe not. Maybe it just died again. Alright. Oh no, I may just shoot streaming in the foot tonight. Everything is dropping like crazy. Alright, music off. Does that fix it? Alright. Breasts. Yeah, like everything's just dropping like crazy.
And your voice when you're talking is kind of like making that weird sound. Like, underwater kind of sound sometimes too.
Oh god. You really like bosoms in it.
Alright, we'll try breasts. So yeah, we already have an 80% drop rate.
You really like breasts then?
Steve! Breasts! Breasts!
I'm hearing episodes of, I think, the coupling in the background.
Yeah, I put a coupling sound wave as one of the old animations.
What's it called? Coupling?
Oh man, Coupling is probably my favorite television show of all time.
Oh, what is it? Oh no.
It's a British sitcom.
Oh, okay. I like the British stuff too.
Yeah, like the first two
actually really
seasons
good.
was really good. Yeah, it's still just dying like crazy. Well, I'm actively not watching anything right now. I'm watching the bar, see if it decides to stay. Yeah, I'm still dropping over half of my frames. Alright, guys.
To get a higher link?
I don't think you need to worry about a higher lane. I can pretty much keep you up as long as you don't get too carried away. Alright, guys, I think I'm just gonna... I'm gonna call tonight's stream an utter failure and then see what's going on in the morning. I have no idea. There's literally nothing I can do now unless I decide to restart the router. Which I can try, but if it goes down, it'll probably stay down. So I'm just gonna go ahead and raid over to like Dirty Leprechaun, I think, and see what the hell. Is Dirty even still on? No, I'm a liar. Alright, I changed my mind. I'm gonna restart the router. I'll be back in like, let's call it 5 minutes, everybody. Back in 5. Apologies. I do want to have a stream tonight, so give me a minute to restart the router. I'll be right back.